Welcome back to Animated Times. Joe Todd with you. Today we're going to be talking about Loki, how the Marvel Asgardian god became female. With Disney Plus launched and running, the shows on it are the talk of the town, world in case. Among them, Loki is one of the most anticipated ones. Who doesn't love the Asgardian god of mischief? So when it was revealed that Sophia DiMartino will be the co-lead of this new Marvel show, mostly as a female version of Loki, our brain is just exploding with questions, right? In an attempt to answer some of those questions, we'll look into the comic version of our dear god of mischief, who actually has a history of alternating his gender in the comic book universe. This will give you guys an idea of what to expect from the show. Now let's look at how Loki first became female. In Avengers Disassembled, various enemies besieged Asgard, and this marks the coming of Ragnarok. At the end of this, Thor and other deities end up on Earth and have to start anew. Among this, Loki took up the form meant for Sif and became a young woman. Later, the Asgardians were brought back to life, but Sif's spirit got trapped in the body of an old woman who was struggling with cancer and was about to die. The old woman was in the hospital where Jane Foster worked. Sif's body was actually vacant until Loki took it as a new form. After taking Sif's form, Loki started working with Dr. Doom and the Cabal. The She-Loki then manipulated Thor and Balder for the benefit of Cabal. She even took the form of Wanda Maximoff to try to manipulate the Avengers. That was mainly to create troubles among other members of the Cabal. When Sif's spirit was found later on, Loki went back to his masculine form. Just before the siege, he ended up getting killed there. Next time when he was restored, he became as a young man. But in recent years, Loki has become so gender fluid that he can even transform into a woman and back as he pleases. Now let's see how the concept of gender fluid Loki came to be. In Norse mythology, the character Loki was capable of changing his form and even gender in multiple stories. There's even a time when Loki became a mother. Can you believe that? He transformed into a female horse and gave birth to Selfiner, an 8-legged steed. This was all before Loki became a part of the Marvel Universe. After making him less of a villain, Marvel beginning to entertain the idea of gender-fluid Loki in the recent years. Loki, Where Mischief Lies, a novel by Mackenzie Lee, was released this year, and that Loki is a pansexual and gender-fluid. It suggests that Marvel's view of Loki is changing. If the news about Sophia DiMartino playing Lady Loki turns out to be true, we can safely conclude that Marvel is going to take this route. This would mean that the show would bring a broader perspective of gender in the superhero franchise. The series is expected to be around the situation after the Avengers Endgame. In that case, Loki will be on the run. It explains why he needs to keep changing his form. It explains why he needs to keep changing his form, trying to blend in with a crowd and all, so that the well-known god of mischief is not spotted. This version of Loki might also be in Thor, Love and Thunder, where Jane Foster is supposed to become Lady Thor. It's expected Loki, starring Sophia DiMartino and Tom Hiddleston, sometime in the spring of 2021 on, you guessed it, Disney Plus. Loki is going to be written and created by Rick and Morty show writer Michael Waldron, and it will be directed by Kate Herron, who is a director of Sex Education. That's all for now. Now hit that like button if you liked the video, and don't forget to click on that subscribe button too to get more awesome content from Animated Time.